Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to do a little video and let you know what we did this year. We changed up our aquaponic garden and we expanded it and made it a lot bigger. So I guess I'll start over here with our grow beds. Last year we just had these guys here, and we added on. We have another set of 4 beds over here. Each one of these beds have a bell siphon on it, which it's a flood and drain system where the bed fills up, it reaches a level, and then the bell siphon kicks on. It drains the water down into this tube here. So the tube starts right down here. All the beds drain into it, into one central tube, and then it goes all the way down, follows down, and goes into the sump. Let's see if we can see that down in there. I have a sump pump in there. Has a float valve on it. When the water level gets so high, it's a little bit bigger than I needed, but go big or go home kind of thing. Once the water level reaches a certain level, sub pump kicks on, goes up this pipe here, and then it goes over here, kicks on, and goes into our fish tank. If you remember last year, we had the fish tank here where the sump is. We did a couple things different also. I built a retaining wall all the way around the sump because I didn't have the greenhouse. I also built the greenhouse. I have to finish framing it, but so I had sand. Whenever it would rain, the sand would backfill in, and maintenance is the biggest thing that I don't want to. I don't want too much maintenance. So anyway, this is what it's going on over here. Also this year, what I did a little different is I built a tower system. This is my towers. This is just a design idea that came into my head. These are vinyl fence posts. They're 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. What I did is I took a circular saw and cut a slit in them. I took a heat gun, warmed the plastic. It became pliable after warming it. I took a 2-inch PVC, cut the 2-inch by 2 inches in length, and then when it was pliable, I just tucked it down in there. On the inside of it, I've put hydrogen in there, and then we have various leafy greens growing inside. Parsleys, lettuces, that kind of thing. How this system works is inside the fish tank. Everything is plumbed. It's plumbed to the pump. The pump comes up here, goes to a track system here. This track system here goes all the way around, and it's looped. All right. So in this loop system, I have these runners, these tubes that are connected here, and here, and then this is just 1/2-inch tubing, for a better word. Anyway, and it's connected here, so I have a constant drip. I have these drippers up here that go into it. Let's see if I can get you a better shot. Okay, here you go. So inside the top of the towers, I have the drippers. Drippity drip. constant feed into the towers. Whoops. So cucumbers. These are sprites. We got these seeds from the Howell Farmers Market. They're like a how do I explain them? They're like a cantaloupe, but they taste like a pear. But they're softball or baseball softball in size when they reach maturity. The idea here is all these will be viney, and so we can train them down the wall of the greenhouse. So the tower system drips down through the top. Water comes down. Then I have a water collection system. Water collection system. They drip down here at the bottom. The water goes down, follows, and it goes all the way down. Then returns to the sump. Still under construction, so I just wanted to get my system cycling. With aquaponics, it's important for this bacteria to develop inside the rocks. Once this bacteria develops on the surface of the media, it will or medium, it'll start the nitrification process to where the ammonia converts to nitrites. Then the nitrites are converted into nitrates, which is plant food. This is a toad. His name's Wadsworth, and he's taken residence here. I'm not charging him rent because he doesn't have a job. But anyway, that's our system. So we'll give you guys some updates later on. Oh, one other thing that I like too that I built is this right here is a fish solids collector, and how this works here is once I get fish in here and the fish start to poop. All right, I'm just gonna say it. They poop. Fish poop. So out the bottom, the solids will flow, and it's plumbed up through here, through the standpipe here. The water will come out the bottom. Now, as the water comes up, the solids will sink back down to the bottom. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a tube to the lid right here, so that when the solids come up, this tube will go over, down and around this tube here. The solids will divert down to the bottom. The water will go into here. Then the water comes in this tube here, and then the water will feed this bed here. And then this bed here is on a bell siphon also. It's a flood and drain, and then that goes right back into the sump. Okay. Now over here, out the bottom, this is a valve in order to make sure that my levels, my pH and everything doesn't get, as far as lack of words here. You don't want too many solids in your system because it can raise your ammonia levels and so you can basically, what I can do here is I can flush out my fish solids, take those fish solids and take it over to my dirt garden and feed my plants organic fish poop. So that's it. That's my system. It's a work in progress, but this is what we got so far. As far as plants, what we have here, There's not a lot showing, but we have our carrot department. Something's growing here. I'm not sure. We have some seeds. I find that seeds grow. It's best to start your stuff right in the system. I think these bigger plants here, I've taken them from dirt, washed the dirt out of the roots, and then I put them into my system. But it seems like once a plant knows to grow in water, it just functions and grows, and it knows that that's how it's going to live and thrive. So everything seems to be doing really good this year. I have been doing some things different. When I started cycling my system, I used household ammonia in the system, and I just did a fishless cycle with just ammonia. I wanted to introduce the ammonia with the ammonia in the system that will bring in the bacteria that I need. I don't have fish in it. It's been cycling for about 2 weeks now, but today's Father's Day, and Daddy's going fishing. So I'm gonna take my kids fishing today, and we'll get bluegill because we live in Michigan, and bluegill. It's gonna get cold in here, but when it comes winter time, I am working on my rocket mass heater. I'll give you guys an update on that later on. It's it's messy and not built completely. So that's it. I just wanted to show you guys what's happening out here. So we'll talk to you guys soon.